deal if you've seen Gypsy, and I know everybody has. But no, I have to follow Rick. So I'll do the best I can here. I'll tell you one thing, it's great to see all of these faces of people I know here. And under duress, some of them even talk to me. It's just fabulous. So in honor of February, this is the month of love. So my theme tonight and the theme of our songs is going to be love. Or as Barry White would say, love. You know, true love is a wonderful thing. My wife and I have been married for 64 years. Just not to each other. So, you know what, guys? I got to tell you this. Whether we want to acknowledge it or not, this mic is too high. Whether we want to acknowledge it or not, it's pretty obvious that women are the superior sex. Absolutely, absolutely. They live longer than we do. They bear our children. They cook our food. They wash our clothes. I remember one time between marriages, I was dating an exotic dancer. Some superior sex there. A couple of weeks ago, maybe it's been a couple of months by now since I wrote this, we had one of those 100-year weather events in the southeast and the northeast. You know, the media was focused on Washington, D.C., where they had 30 inches. As soon as Dulles reopened, 5,000 women booked flights there. I'll take a groaner. Hey, I don't care. There are two excellent theories when arguing with women. Neither one of them works. So one day after a long day of tennis, I stopped in at Hooters to see some friends, have some hot wings, some iced tea, a little bit of iced tea, and after being there for a while, one of my friends asked me which of the waitresses would I like to be stuck in an elevator with. I said, the one who knows how to fix elevators. Hey, I'm old, I'm tired, and I pee a lot, okay? Yeah, talking about love, a friend of mine wanted to get married. He was having trouble choosing among 3 likely candidates. So he gave each woman a present of $5,000, and he waited to see what they would do. Well, the first one does a total makeover. She goes to a fancy beauty salon, she gets her hair done, she gets new makeup, buys several new outfits, and dresses up for my friend. She tells him that she has done this to be more attractive for him because she loves him so much. He was impressed. The second goes shopping to buy him gifts, and she gets him a new set of golf clubs, some new gizmos for his computer. I never got a gizmo for my computer. And some expensive clothes. As she presents the gifts, she tells him that she has spent all the money on him because she loves him so much. Again, he was impressed. The third invests the money in the stock market. She earned several times the $5,000 she gave him, and then she gives him the $5,000 back and reinvests the remainder in a joint account. She tells him that she wants to save for their future because she loves him so much. Obviously, my friend was impressed. He thought for a long time about each woman and what they had done with the money he'd given them. Then he married the one with the biggest tits. A new supermarket. Oh, okay, I'll wait. Get it out of your systems. A new supermarket opened in Portland, Oregon, and my good friend took me there last time I visited him. It has an automatic water mister to keep the produce fresh. Just before it goes on, you hear the sound of distant thunder and the smell of fresh rain. When you pass the milk cases, you hear cows mooing and you experience the scent of fresh mowed hay. In the meat department, there's the aroma of charcoal grilled steaks with onions. When you approach the egg case, You hear hens cluck and cackle, and the air is filled with the pleasing aroma of bacon and eggs frying. The bread department features the tantalizing smell of fresh baked bread and cookies. I told my friend, I hope you don't buy toilet paper here. When I used to travel to New York on business, I met an older gentleman, and we became friends. And the next time I made a trip back to New York, he told me an interesting story. He told me he was walking down the street one day on Fifth Avenue, and he walked into St. Patrick's, and he goes to the confessional, and he says to the priest says to him, you know, how may I help you, my son? Obviously, I've spent a lot of time in Catholic churches, you can tell that. And the man says, well, Father, I'm an 85-year-old man, and I'm having an affair with a 25-year-old woman. And so the priest says, well, just say 3 Hail Marys and light 2 candles. And the guy says, but Father, I'm Jewish. So the priest says, well, then why are you telling me? He says, I'm telling everybody. One February, I got stuck in Bozeman, Montana. I was there on a business trip. And I went to the local CVS, and I wanted to pick up a few items, and I overhear a cowboy talking to the pharmacist. Give me 3 packets of condoms, please. Pharmacist says, do you need a paper bag with that, sir? Nah, she ain't that ugly. Okay, that's it for the serious part of the show. And I'm honored. I think this is the first